Did you know that today marks episode 90 here on Signal Ridge, and I have yet to do a top 10 games for the Sega Genesis video? Well, it's time to rectify that. Number 10, Outrun. I had to have a racing game on this list. As a matter of fact, that's a good rule going forward. I was girlfriendless at the time, but this game made me realize the endless possibilities of owning a red-hot Ferrari and having a bodacious pixelated blonde by my side to keep me company on the open road. Did I say open? I meant there's shit in the way. It was your standard affair for a 16-bit racing game. Throw a bunch of obstacles in your path that you won't necessarily see unless you can interpret 240,000 frames a second. These 2D roads pretending to be 3D had the visual appeal of something like uncomfortably witnessing an epileptic seizure, which is what you're about to have because this game makes you feel like you're gonna fucking die. But I like this game, it was fun. Number 9, Comic Zone. I like comics, this is known. The premise behind this game is you're a comic book artist who gets magically swept up in the pages of his own comic book, and you must now face off against a number of artistic creations hand-drawn in by your nemesis who somehow made his way into the real world. I feel like this could be a plot to a good movie.
It's time you came to me, Jack. Come to me.
Or a box office disaster. Number 8, X-Men 2 Clone Wars. This game was a dream come true for any kid of the mid-90s. The base material was from our favorite Saturday morning cartoon. I just wish it had the same soundtrack. On repeat. I could listen to that song forever. Okay, never mind, wore it out. This game had all of my favorite X-Men, although there is the notable absence of Archangel. I'll let it slide. Point is, the game was about as cool as a Klondike bar. Didn't expect that product placement, did ya? Gotta test the waters, you know? I'll be hitting 2,000 subscribers soon, so I need to start selling some shit. I'm shooting for the moon, people. Klondike sponsorship is the crown jewel, because I assume it comes with a lifetime supply of ice cream bars. Send me free shit. Number 8, Splatterhouse 3. Imagine Jason Voorhees and Super Shredder had a baby, and that baby grew up to be the creative inspiration for a 16-bit horror game. Yeah, that sounds about right. In this much improved sequel, your normal hockey mask wearing persona can now transform into an ultra murderous monster. I'm not big on gore in movies, but there is a certain level of charm that comes with the 16-bit variety. Number 6, Aladdin. Disney made great video games, and this one may be the best. And it's also based on one of my favorite Disney movies, so double points. Anyone have the hots for Jasmine when they were growing up? Yeah, me neither. That would just be weird. Number 5, Castlevania Bloodlines. Allow me to introduce you to Eric Lacarde, the first Castlevania character, at least that I'm aware of, to not wield a whip. Why the hell is a whip the weapon of choice against Dracula anyway? Would not have been my first choice, let me tell you. But a lance with claw-like hooks on that bitch? I'll take it. And I'd much rather play as Lacarde anyway. Whip Boy John Morris looks like he just came back from a Poison concert, and I'm not about to trust a hair metal fan to take out the count. Number 4, Shinobi 3. 90s Ninja-dom. Do I really need to say anything more? This game is like Ninja Warriors and Ninja Gaiden combined. And unlike something like Hagane, it's not impossible as shit. Don't get me wrong, it still takes a fair bit of skill, but mastery of the double jump is attainable. You can do it! Number 3, Battlemania. Did you ever watch Sailor Moon? I didn't. I don't give a shit about the Japanese schoolgirl style animation. I just love a kick-ass shoot 'em up. And this game is exactly that. You fly around on a jetpack blowing up all sorts of weird shit. Yes, I did feature the sequel to this game on my top 10 shoot 'em ups for the Sega Genesis. And yes, it is a better game, but because I featured Troubleshooter 2 on the channel previously, I chose this game to occupy the number 3 spot on this list. Number 2, Mortal Kombat. This was the game that convinced me that the Sega Genesis was for the big boys. My friend Tristan was a die-hard Sega Genesis fan, and although I owned both systems, I was definitely in the corner for the Super Nintendo. We often debated which console was superior, and one day we chose to use Mortal Kombat as an example. I wanted to argue that the SNES version was superior in every aspect, but to do so I would have to admit that gore and fatalities were not something that I desired. For those of you that don't know, the Super Nintendo censored all objectifiably awesome violence, while the Sega Genesis permitted it if you put in a special code. In terms of what we were left with on the SNES, instead of this, we got this. The hell did they replace the blood with? It almost looks like milk. As you may have already guessed, I did concede defeat in the debate, and the Sega Genesis did temporarily attain the title of Best 16-Bit Console. Before we get to the number 1 spot, how about a few honorable mentions?
Lauf.
So what about other games that everybody else loves but are strangely absent on this list? Well, I'm going to take a lot of heat for this. I do not care for Altered Beast or Golden Axe. They are shit, graphically speaking. No contrasting pixelated outlines, just washed out looking sprites. You should know that I missed out on these titles as a kid. Now, as far as gameplay goes, I tried to go back and play these titles, but... And to add one more to the not so honorable mentions list, Echo the Dolphin. I really wish I liked this game. I do. I love underwater shit. It's my jam. But I don't know what the fuck to do. I haven't even made it past the first level. I mean, give me some instructions or something. Number 1, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Something about that chemical plant music really gets me. This title had to take the top spot for several reasons. Number 1, I have great memories of playing this game with my brother. 2, it had a badass soundtrack. And 3, shit, what was my 3? Oh well, it doesn't matter. I just love this game. Oh wait, Tails. I mean, he's not Yoshi level material, but he'll do for a third reason why I like this game, I guess. That's all from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Later this week, I will be featuring a playthrough of Star Fox 64 for Throwback Thursday, so make sure you tune into that. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll catch you guys next time.